Now, the only real way we're going to advance the sustainability of the beef cattle industry is through collaboration, education, and the development of best practices. Cattleman to Cattleman reporter Brian Baxter has more on how industry stakeholders are coming together to help improve the sustainability of U.S. beef.
The members of the U.S. Roundtable for Sustainable Beef, known as USRSB, held their 2023 General Assembly in Boise, Idaho. Nearly 200 people gathered for the annual meeting, which brings together all sectors of the U.S. beef supply chain, from the ranch to the beef consumer.
The U.S. Roundtable for Sustainable Beef is an absolutely excellent organization that is truly a round table. In other words, we have people from every sector of the beef value chain involved. It's really pretty exciting because producers are a tremendous part of this organization, but we also have retailers and packers, processors, feed yard owners and operators, and then also civil society. We figured to involve them in the conversation is the way to make sure that we're on the right track and able to meet what their concerns are.
The USRSB General Assembly is a great opportunity, one, to engage, to understand where the industry is going, but we are a true roundtable. So you get to hear from all sectors of the industry of where they're going, what they're wanting to do, what are those goals and actions, and how we work together up and down that value chain. The Assembly is a great opportunity for producers to engage, to understand where they're going, at the same time be able to share where they are in this process of sustainability.
In the last 8 years, as producers, we've seen this conversation about sustainability and environmental awareness become state of the art. It is the leading question of our industry at this time in our period. And I think the U.S. Roundtable and its sister organizations and state affiliates have proven that they're there fighting for us, making sure that our message gets out, that positive message about the beef that we produce and the ways we go about producing it, caring for the land, caring for the communities. There's no bigger issue right now than this one, and their engagement is essential. Their voices must be heard.
Working together, USRSB members have set goals for improvement in areas such as greenhouse gas emissions, the use of land and water, animal health, and worker safety. The group welcomes anyone who has an interest in ensuring the sustainability of U.S. beef.
So the retail sector, we are the key interface with customers regarding beef. So we're able to bring that perspective in terms of what we're hearing from our customers to the entire sector. We're also able to bring what we're hearing from our investors, from the NGO partners that we have, and we're able to share what we're hearing, how we're interacting with the entire sector as well.
What we're interested in as part of the Nature Conservancy is also very much in line with what the producers want. We want folks to have a grazing management plan. We want them to be concerned about water and carbon and all of those things that people think are traditional environmental issues, and that's very true. But if we don't have those ranchers out on the landscape, then we don't have grass for all of the species that we care about. So it's super important that we keep those ranchers on the landscape. So from that perspective, we have a ton in common.
I'd like to continue on the work that's been done so far and keep it going in a positive way. Maybe right now we've made some goals, we got some great ambitions. Now the practical side of things is to get things done. And so we got to make sure that we continue the process forward, but we do it in a practical way that's good for the entire beef supply chain.
In addition to updates on research results and on the progress being made toward achieving beef sustainability goals, the General Assembly also included a tour with the members visiting a feedlot as well as the J.R. Simplot French fry processing plant.
The tours I've been on with the General Assembly, they provide a lot of insight on segments of the cattle industry that most people don't have the opportunity to see. Very rarely does a producer, particularly in Alabama, have the opportunity to go see a feed yard and a processing plant and see the rest of the segments that are involved in our industry.
Producers involved with USRSB say achieving sustainability goals is important to meeting consumer demand. However, for the cow-calf sector, meeting those goals can be achieved with simple steps such as implementing a grazing management plan and getting certified through the Beef Quality Assurance Program.
We can take this step to be a part of the solution and the positive narrative on sustainable beef production. So getting BQA certified and then taking that next step and writing down a grazing management plan. I mean, if you do those two things as a producer, you're 90% there as far as what the U.S. Roundtable has identified as positive contributions you can make towards sustainable beef production.
Reporting from Idaho, I'm Brian Baxter for NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman.
You can follow the work of the U.S. Roundtable for Sustainable Beef at their website, usrsb.org. And be sure to check out beefresearch.org for the very latest updates on the sustainability efforts that NCBA is undertaking as a contractor to the Beef Checkoff.